President Trump's insistence that Mexico will pay for a wall along its border with the U.S. has triggered the Trump administration's first full-on diplomatic dust-up. Mexico's president has abruptly canceled a visit to Washington scheduled for next week. Not long after that, Mr. Trump's spokesman floated the idea of a 20% tax on Mexican imports to fund construction of the wall. All this on a day when the new American president took his first rides on Marine One and Air Force One to huddle with Republican allies. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts kicks off our coverage tonight from the White House. Good evening, John.
James, good evening to you. It only took 4 days of his first official working week, but President Donald Trump is already deeply embroiled in his very first diplomatic spat. It began last night when Mexico's President Enrique Peña Nieto publicly scolded President Trump for signing an order to build his vaunted border wall.
I am saddened and I am against the decision by the United States to continue with the construction of a wall that for years, far from joining us, has divided us.
The two leaders were planning a meeting for next Tuesday that would, among other things, lay the groundwork to renegotiate NAFTA. But after Peña Nieto lashed out against the wall, insisting his nation wouldn't pay for it, President Trump tweeted, quote, "If Mexico is unwilling to pay for the badly needed wall, then it would be better to cancel the upcoming meeting." In a sign Twitter has now become a prominent diplomatic tool, Peña Nieto tweeted back, quote, "This morning we have informed the White House that I will not attend the meeting scheduled for next Tuesday with the President of the United States." At the Republican retreat in Philadelphia today, President Trump inasmuch said, "C'est la vie."
To that end, the President of Mexico and myself have agreed to cancel our planned meeting scheduled for next week. Unless Mexico is going to treat the United States fairly, with respect, such a meeting would be fruitless, and I want to go a different route. We have no choice.
White House officials today said they were considering a buffet of options to seek reimbursement for the wall from Mexico. One, revealed by Press Secretary Sean Spicer aboard Air Force One today, is a 20% border tax.
If you think about what a border tax on imports from countries like Mexico that we have a huge trade deficit does, that's really going to provide the funding.
And in a sign the president is sweeping the slate clean when it comes to strengthening America's borders, he today dismissed Mark Morgan, the chief of the Border Patrol. In a statement, the White House saying, quote, "The outgoing administration, in coordination with the incoming one, requested all politically appointed officers to submit letters of resignation. Unlike some others, the president accepted Morgan's." Still ahead for the president this week, another potential flashpoint, an executive order that began as the infamous Muslim ban. Now a sweeping series of measures the president insists will help defend America against terrorism. Among the key provisions of the order, a 30-day ban on most visa entries from nations that are hotbeds of terrorism, a 120-day moratorium on admitting refugees into the United States, an indefinite ban on refugees from Syria and creation of safe zones in Syria. Refugee admissions will be reduced by 50% to 50,000 this year, and the government will implement a process of extreme vetting for immigrants from nations at risk. While the president has modified the language of the ban, the Council on American Islamic Relations insists nothing has changed.
Make no mistake, whatever language is used in President Trump's executive orders on refugees, immigration, and visa programs, Muslims, we believe, are the sole targets of these orders.
President Trump will also soon sign another executive order titled Ending Unconstitutional Executive Amnesty. That is expected to target the so-called Dreamers Act that President Obama signed back in 2012. We don't yet know what President Trump will do, but I'm told that it will not be a wholesale repeal of the Dreamers Act. James?
John Roberts tracking a lot for us at the White House tonight. John, thank you.